Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up? Today is Mad Day Mondays, October 7th, 2019. And on Mad Day Mondays, you know how we for the previous week and what's been going on and my take on it. What's up, my 2 cents, baby? How you doing? Good morning to you. So, yes, on Mad Day Mondays, we talk about what's happening, what went down, what's going on. What's up, Castro? How you doing, bro? We talk about it. And we're going to talk about it this morning. Y'all know this past week has been a doozy. A lot has been going on. We have been seeing a lot. We have been privy to a lot. And we have just been, rolling with the punches. So today we're going to just discuss the things that I feel that is somewhat important. Got my little checklist, my little notes right here, and we're going to just talk about it. We're going to have a little fun, talk a little shit. What's up, Lady Karen, baby? Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You know, it's just me. It's just me. So let's talk about a couple things real quick that has been going on. You doing good, my 2 cents? That's good, baby. That's good. Um, let's talk about let's talk about one thing that's really important to me. All this, what's up, Miss Leo, baby? How you doing? Good morning to you, and welcome to all my foodies, you guys. Um, let's talk about this false sympathy that people are trying to garner out of people. You know, for the past couple of weeks, we've been saying that we don't like the fact that people are dragging saying people's family members and dead family members, things like that, across the YouTube streets. But when it comes to an individual having a picture of their deceased partner, what's up, Ursula? How you doing, baby? Their deceased partner, it is becomes ridiculous. It's coming to like you want, I'm saying, this false sympathy that you going on. What's up, Truth Slayer, baby? How you doing? Welcome. Good morning, Lady Karen. What's up, baby? You know, I don't understand why, if you think that it's so bad for people to talk about your deceased loved ones, why is it okay for you to exploit that same individual? I don't get it, but that's just me. I don't understand why you want people to sympathize with you, but yet you're trying to garner, you know, I say money, sub Cynthia Jones, out of people by exploiting the same person that you think people say is, not quite right. But that's just me. I don't understand what's going on with it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. People do things for different reasons, for different motivations. I'm the person that constantly says, let's keep the same energy all the way around. Let's keep the same energy. So, which means that if you are doing something that is not quite right, don't expect people to do the right thing when you're not doing the right thing. Treat people the same way you want to be treated, and treat people the same way they treat you, pretty much, for the most part, or just ignore them. Now, I just got off a live with Miss D, and she was touching on the topic that I already had in my notes anyway. When parents start partying when they have small children in a home. Now, I'm not going to take it to where Miss D take it was. Now, I'm just going to take it to the fact that, it's fucked up. It's inappropriate. It's wrong. You can raise your children however you want to raise your children, but at the same time, you need to be very, very, very aware of what it is that's going on. What's up, Miss Deanna Irvin, baby? How you doing? You need to be very aware that children emulate what they see. If they see bad behavior going on, if they see something that's not quite correct going on in the home, pretty much that's the behavior that they start to emulate, and that's the behavior that they start to imitate. So you need to be very careful about what you show children. I definitely agree with Ms. D when she said that children have a very long and very vast memory. Some of my first memories have been when I was like 2 years old. You know, very, very small child. What's up, Miss Sheila E? Hey, baby, how you doing? Good morning. So it is very careful. I mean, you need to be very careful when you're a parent that you do not expose your child to things that will damage your child, because damaged children become damaged adults, and then the cycle continues on and on and on and on. So we have to be very careful about how you do things. Very true, Leo. Very, very true. Hey, Miss Nicole Tyler. Good morning, sweetheart. Welcome. This is Mad Day Mondays, baby. We talk about some mess. We're gonna talk about a little bit of ish going on. Um, but yeah, that's very true, Miss Leo. That is part of the problem. That is the main problem. You see these people online, and then you think it's okay to bring them into your home around your small child, not knowing their history and knowing that they have damage and trauma of their own that they can possibly bring into your home and hurt your child with, which is kind of crazy. Kids remember experiences exactly. We may not remember everything specifically, but we definitely remember experiences. We definitely. What's up, sorry, Patty T W. Sorry, that's your wrongly to pronounce your name. I apologize. But welcome, sweetheart. Sponges, exactly, Cynthia Jones. Sponges. Cheeky, what's up, sweetheart? Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, so be very careful about that, and then also being able do a lot of drinking and drugging whilst not around small children, whilst not, as well is kind of just crazy. We all like to have a little fun, all like to have a little party. Now, I'm not gonna do no drugs, whilst not, but I will have a drink or two. But I'm very aware of my surroundings especially when there's children around, and I need to make sure that I'm the level-headed one, that I'm not the one that's doing things that is going to cause damage or trauma to a child, because we don't do that. We don't hurt children over here. We check IDs over here. That's what we do over here. Okay. So then also, of course, you guys know that what also happened this past week was more suicide attempts. People come online saying that they're depressed, saying that they're over, saying that they're tired, saying that they want to, end it all. They don't leave YouTube, but yet they're on YouTube talking about, everything that they're going through, showing us what they're going through, experiencing everything they're going through here on YouTube as if it really is somebody's business. And while people watch, because I don't watch that bullshit, but while people watch and people are entertained by that, they don't realize that, you're just feeding the ego of the damaged person who is doing this display of emotional breakdowns every other day or every other week, I should say. Pills on the table, pills in the hand, pills in the mouth. And speaking of that, what's not? If someone is truly trying to hurt themselves, how do you think that it's appropriate to be online talking about it, saying someone called 911 while you are talking about it and not calling 911? See, people don't realize that you expose yourself on a daily basis when you choose to continuously do the same thing, but expect other people to do something different. Now, if I'm seeing, the one time I did see some bullshit like that happen, I turned it off and kept it moving, because I knew it was a stunt and a show. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to sit here and try to be part of the conversation while it's going on, because it's not important to me. This may sound mean. This may sound harsh. This may sound rude. Good morning, everybody who just came into the room. Good morning, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Cheeky. Appreciate it, baby. Um, if you're going to kill yourself, go into a dark corner and do that. I don't want to see that bullshit. Because if your life is so miserable, well, it's not because of your own doing and your own making. You need to make that decision that's best for you. Now, I'm not telling you what to do or how to do it, but I don't have sympathy. Y'all know, people call me mean. People say I'm mean, but it is what it is. I don't have sympathy to try to talk someone off a ledge. I got my own ledges. I'm trying to peep out and see what I need to do with that. I don't have the energy or the time to sit here. What's up, a few of you? How you doing? Fine, I hope. I don't have the time for all that. And that may sound mean. It is what it is, but I can't sit here and worry about it. Exactly. Exactly, Miss Deanna. They should put a stop to that, and that's all I got. Basically, yeah. No more, no less. But what's up, Jessnet, baby? How you doing? Everybody else who came into the room as well. Yeah, like I said, don't use someone else's pain and drama for clicks and views. Well, it's not. Now, if you talk about it, whatever, after the fact, whatever, but while you try to proclaim that you want to help someone, help them. But speaking of the person who's screaming, Brother Jay, who's screaming, or Jay Wilson, I should say, because brother, he ain't a brother of mine, who's screaming, someone call the police. Well, it's not anyone in the area call the police. No, bitch, you call the police. But anyways, that's one more here and there. But he had a little excursion this weekend that he was so happy to show us about, to tell us about, to bring up, to flaunt, I guess. Because I think Bro J got a man, I guess. That's what you want to call it. But, me being the messy person that I am at times, because I can be very messy, I can admit to it and I'm cool with it. I just pulled up the thumbnail, the picture that it was online, well, it's not, and just showed it to a couple people. You know how I do it. I'm like, you guys, what do y'all think about this person? They're like, who? They're like, I'm like, the person right here on the screen. What do you think about it? They're like, I guess. I'm like, what do you mean, I guess? What does that mean? I'm like, are they attractive? They're like, well, I don't know. I'm looking at the fact that somebody pissed themselves. I'm like, hold up, I didn't even see the fact that old boy that was in the picture seemingly looked like he pissed himself. Now, I don't know if he pissed himself or not. I don't know what's going on. All I know is there was a huge wet spot in the groin area of Brugge's man. Now, I don't know. He's not. But I don't know if there was a drink that was spilled in his crotch area. I don't know if it was a premature ejaculation. I don't know if it was piss. I don't know if it was slob that Brugge got on his knob. I don't know what happened. All I'm saying is, if y'all look at the little picture, there's a huge wet spot in the groin area. And you don't think enough of your person that you're with to say bae. Because, they love calling them each other baes. Bae. Let me stand in front of you us now, or let's sit down, or let's hide this situation. So hey, Miss D. Ramsey, baby. So you don't get embarrassed. But no, I'm so into myself and so used to just wanting some attention. What's up, K? Got a body, baby? Alleged water. Alleged water ride. So why? Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, God, I'm dead. I just died and got revived. Alleged water ride. So why was it in the groin area only? An alleged water ride will have you soaked all over your body, not just in your groin area, and only in that one spot. And if so, still, you know how we get down here on YouTube. You're not going to sit up here and be like, oh, yeah, let me just do this. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Exactly. Just don't take the picture, Cynthia Jones. Exactly. The ride was scary, so he pissed himself. That's what happened. What's up, Miss Anna Harrell, baby? Right, you was drenched, right, Cheeky? You was drenched. Not just, it looks like you just pissed yourself. I don't understand what's going on. What's up, Lady Mac? How you doing, baby? I don't get it, but that's just me once again. I can't make you respond or act the way I would respond or act. I can't make someone do what I would do. All I can do is report on what you do, and hopefully you learn next time. But he's so arrogant and so pompous that he doesn't and wouldn't learn next time. I'm just saying. But it's just funny, was that you're so into the point of proving us wrong that you're willing to embarrass the person that you're trying to prove us wrong with. I don't get that, but that's just me once again. Don't take the picture, hide the little spot, especially when it's look like you done pissed yourself. I'm just saying. Pastor and pissy boyfriend. Yeah. That's what's so sad, was not. He got off on exploiting the clicks and views of those pictures. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't understand it. I don't get it, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's touch on something as well that's been going on this for the past. Well, it's been going on for a while, but kind of came to a little head this past week. These cash app parties. Yeah, I know it's kind of like a Ponzi scheme, right? It's some bullshit that people do. Need somebody to help them out or constantly asking for assistance. Now you can throw God in here if you want to us now, but God helps those who help themselves. Which means if you get a real job or if you want to work, that's what it is. You do what you need to do, but stop calling on people to help you out, buying your kids dolls and buying your kids this and buying your kids that and using your kids as a prop. But I'm just saying, well, a cash out parties. I was going to go on a tangent. A cash out party basically is where someone pays the host. Like when you catch up somebody that you catch up with, now you also give the host the same thing. Now these parties went from $1 cash out parties to $3 cash out parties. Next you know it's gonna be $5 cash out parties. So every time you catch up somebody, you have to cash up somebody $5 or whatever amount of money that is deemed necessary to throw the party. Now I don't mind people. Bless you, babe. Y'all hear the life in here? Y'all hear life going on in my home? I'm just saying, What's up, Starbell? I don't understand. But you know how sorry, I got distracted. How like the catch up parties was now. People do these things because they I guess I don't know. I don't know. Like, if you want to give, give. If you don't give, if you don't want to give, don't give. But also, you know, when you're constantly having a catch up party on your channel as the host every other day, it just looks crazy to me. Because maybe if you get off line, get out of the virtual world and get into the real world and actually do something productive that allows you to make money or garner some type of income for yourself with that, you wouldn't have to worry about, saying, someone cash apping you something, someone doing something while it's not about it. Get off of your ass begging fest. Exactly. You heard him sneeze too? um, yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's just too much going on. It's just way too much going on with the whole catch up thing. People begging for money. And not only is it one person was not, that whole little group is throwing catch up parties, which is kind of crazy to me. Panhandling via internet. Miss Leo, it is what it is, baby. Now, it is what it is. Now, when did old girl, you know how Mondays go, y'all? I just talk about all kind of shit. When did old girl become a veterinarian? Why the fuck are you delivering animals online? Bitch, you are not Dr. Doolittle. What the hell is wrong with you? You don't have the proper equipment to do things. You don't have the proper mentality to do things. Was not. That's why that dog fucked you up, because you kept fucking with their damn puppies and fucking with their damn pussy and their uterus and stuff. Leave these people alone. Leave these animals alone. We see how the dogs that you have in your home was horrified and scared of you and shit. You have them shutting up and carrying on. Was like we hear the birds constantly calling out for help, and your ass up here trying to deliver a motherfucking some puppies. You had no clean towel, and you deliver on a goddamn counter where you goddamn eat your food. Yes, that dog got that ass. Like, it's disgusting. It's ridiculous. It just shows that you are a nasty ass individual all the way around. Personality, living wise, the way you carry yourself, you're just a nasty ass person. You need to get your ass up off of YouTube doing shit what you're doing. First you wanted to be Martha Stewart and have a little garden. Now you want to be damn what's the guy who talks to animals? Not the real guy. Caesar, whatever, the dog whisperer. No. That dog fucked you up because it said, get the fuck up off me. I got this. You know what the hell you doing? I can't. What's up, melancholy baby? How you doing? The dog just scratched her up. Well, it's not scratched her up. Totally her. Basically, the dog told me, get the fuck up off me. You already touched a little girl's pussy. You ain't gonna touch mine. The other dog said to her. I'm just saying. That's what the dog said to her. The dog said, you're not gonna touch my pussy. Go ahead and touch somebody else's. Touch your own. Clean yours first. Was she trying to eat the dog's bloody pussy, y'all? I don't know. I'm just asking. Was she trying to eat the dog's bloody pussy too? I'm just... Cause you know how a dog's bloody pussy too? She have a taste for bloody pussy now? I'm just asking questions. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. I don't know. What do you say? She got herpes already. Oh my God. Wow. Because it would be surprising. I'm just saying she got a taste for it. You know what I'm saying? And it is content for her. Ugh. But yeah, that was it. I guess what else happened? Okay, let's talk about the generals panel that happened as well. They had a little conversation was not where there was a lot of shade being thrown at this on this generals panel. First, it started off them having to explain, or tell their how they see the letters of the LGBTQIA community. Well, sorry, they forgot the QIA. I mean, they forgot the IA part, but the LGBTQ community. They went around the panel saying that what it was, what they thought it was, what it meant to them, things like that. Um, So they went through that was not went through LG when they got to the B was not, like I said in the video I made about that previously, was not, the B is for bisexual, and no one on that panel is bisexual. No one on that panel had pussy since pussy had them. That's all I'm saying. So I don't care what they tried to say, how they tried to curb it, how they tried to talk about it, how they tried to, frame it. It just wasn't there. And like I said, was not, the opinions that was expressed on that panel was so biased and one-sided that it didn't make sense to me. And being a black bisexual man who is in a relationship with another man was not. Um, I still want to hear somebody's opinion other than mine, and that's what a panel should be. A panel should be a conversation amongst people who may be like-minded but come from very different walks of life. But when you have five gay black men on a panel was not talking about issues that's on the spectrum was not, you need people that's on the spectrum to break up those other opinions. But anyways, the panel was, saying, people liked it, some people didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that, to me, it was really biased. It was conversation that was being had that wasn't relevant to what needed to be talked about. In a conversation like that, where you just can't throw ideas and conversations toward in people's face was not without them being prepared for, especially that type of conversation. I think what should have been done was that it should have been a general discussion before they came live on camera about what the topics were, to give someone or people a chance to do a little bit more research and understanding about it, opposed to just talking about what, saying, it meant to them person. Was like, when you talk about certain issues, whatever, you need to have some type of backing on why and how you feel a certain way, opposed to just saying, this is how I feel and this is what I think, and then move on to the next person. There needs to be some type of in-depth conversation, some type of in-depth, saying, meaning behind what you're saying and why you feel a certain thing. But once again, that's just me. You know, I guess I'm a different type of person, was not, where I actually like to have facts, to back up, what I'm saying. They all gave me too much, just that. They gave me too much, was not. And people eating on camera, people smacking and popping, and it was just too much going on. It was too distracting. It was way, way, way too distracting. They never saw the cat, Ms. Leo. They never saw the cat. I'm just saying, it is what it is. But yeah, I just don't understand that. But also the shade was thrown when old boy said that he can be with a woman without, sorry, have sex with a woman, but women nag too much. Mm, it seems as though you are the biggest nag that I know. You know what I'm saying? And people having a conversation with you and expressing themselves isn't nagging. People having a conversation and expressing themselves and telling you what you did wrong and how they view you and what you're doing was not, is not nagging. I understand how you would think that it was nagging, was not, based on how you possibly have grown up and how you have possibly dealt with women in your life, was not, or how I should say the women have dealt with you in your life. But we're not your family members. Sorry, women are not your family members. Every woman is not your family member. Every woman is not going to try to, control, are easy to control or constantly battle for control are people who are weak, who can't actually stand up and do things for themselves. But that's just my observation. I'm just saying. Then they went on to the whole effeminate man thing and not liking my type of gay and bottom shaming. Although I do kind of agree that there's a lot of bottom shaming on here was not. Like I said, if there's no bottoms, there are no tops. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep call a thing a thing. So to use escalate and make them more seem effeminate was not is I think it's just silly. But anyways, that's just that aspect of it. But the whole thing of constantly saying you're not my type of gay or they don't like my type of gay. No, people don't. It's not that people don't like your type of gay. People just don't like you and what you stand for. And if you choose to be the person that wants to sit in a corner and judge people was not, that's what people don't like about you. Just because you're effeminate while you're doing it doesn't mean they don't like effeminate gay men. They just don't like you, period. It is what it is. What's up, Danny Tyler? How you doing, baby? And people need to stop saying stuff like that, like, oh, well, it's because I'm gay. No, not because you're gay, it's because you're a bitch. It's because you're an asshole. That's what it is. It's nothing to do with anything else. Miss Tiana, what they doing? They said they sneak sucking. See, my thoughts on this. I'm afraid to blink around certain people nowadays was not because shit. I'm afraid if I blink too long, they'll be down on their knees was not unzipping my pants trying to suck my dick. I'm just saying, like, if you are going to be if you're going to be, saying, sucking dick while people are sleeping, while people are blinking and shit, I mean, shit, eyes wide open. I'm just saying, like, I'm afraid to blink too long. If I take a little nod was not. Am I gonna wake up with a wet spot on my pants? I mean, am I gonna shit? I mean, I'm just gonna suck my dick through my pants. I'm just saying, I don't know. Y'all know I don't know these things. I'm just asking questions, trying to find out what's going on. Trying to figure out what happened this week. Talking to y'all about it. Just trying to work my way through it because a lot has happened. But yeah, I mean, speaking of sucking dick while people are asleep, let's talk about James Caldwell right quick. Like a little segue, don't you? Like that little segue. As we know, what's the one, baby? How you doing? As we know, James Caldwell had a nervous breakdown on camera. Of course, he won't let you know it was a nervous breakdown, but it was a nervous breakdown by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I'm saying? He attacks. Let me give y'all a brief how it all happened. Of course, not this past week, the week prior, or whatever. He calls out Miss Deanna's name. She makes a video titled "What That?" Like, why the fuck you have my name in your mouth? Why are you talking about me? Well, it's not. What is it that you have to say? Just come on and say it. Don't use the subliminals. Come out and say it. Well, it's not. I'm a big girl. I can talk. I can handle it. Well, it's not. Come on and say it. So then this week he makes a video, stating that, is it sexy to smoke? Trying to poke fun once again at Miss Deanna. Knowing that Miss Deanna don't play games like that was not. So she comes back and drags his ass for everything it's worth. He makes a video then trying to reply to that was not, where he calls out not only Miss Deanna, but on-site April, Miss D. Ramsey, and he mentions Miss Leo, the Lioness Queen. Okay, we know what Miss D does. She roasts and gags, like breathing, basically. So she calls him out, was not, talks about him, was not, let him know what's going on, let him know that whole blonde wig, purple dress, Barney look thing, that whole grape ape look that he had going to Maddie's show, was not a cute look, not a cute fit. Then she went down. She not only did she let him know what's going on, she showed us all the picture. Went down to the feet. Now, come on now. You have them lump biscuits stuffed inside that damn strappy sandals. That's not what you do. Anyways, but that's no here or there. So she shows a picture of that. And he wants to come back and clown back. And his clowning back was that, let me go back. She asked the question. Basically, a question that, we all been wondering. He comes back assuming that Sean has told everyone what's going on about him and his kids. I wasn't hearing anything about it. I just was wondering what's going on with the kids because I never saw the kids, what's not, and I never understood why. You know what I'm saying? That see, what he don't understand is this. Y'all know my whole thing. I'm gonna be able last we call say less. Say less, which means stop talking so much. What's that? You need to stop talking all your business because, like I said, all the time on this YouTube thing, on this internet thing, was that people are listening, people are watching you, people are hearing what you say. I was questioning his situation a while back because I don't know if because I used to watch him very avidly, was not, and he would always say that he doesn't do drag in front of his kids. His kids have never seen him do drag. So that's what he said. That's the story. But now I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. But if you remember, months back, he started becoming or showing Milan much more often in his home. Just sitting around showing Milan playing the makeup while it's not. So I started wondering, well, if you don't do drag in front of your kids and your kids haven't seen you do drag or haven't seen you dressed up as Milan, where are they at when you're constantly doing all of this Milan work in your home 3 or 4 times a week at all hours of the day? So blessed. We'll get there in a second, baby. But yeah, so that's when I started wondering what's going on. And then I started listening to see, do I hear any signs of the kids in the home? Do I see any signs of the kids in the home? And it's not that, I care that much what's not, but when you're constantly, especially when you start constantly throwing things in people's faces, such as, I'm a adoptive parent and there's a difference and I have obligations to show this and the third was not all these things that you say, I'm looking for signs that you do have children. Mixed with the fact that you was doing a lot of traveling a couple of months back as well, I was wondering, where are your children? If you can get up and go to DC, Baltimore, the DMV area, was not several times within the past couple of months, was not when are your kids are in school, for one? What's happening with your children? Who's watching your children? Just those type of questions. Oh, okay. So y'all, we have one. So what you're gonna say, the Sims, I'm gonna say the same thing about James that I said about Sean. Mind y'all businesses when it comes to these people's kids. Y'all feel way too entitled to these people's personal lives. Well, the Sims, let me say something to you right quick. So thank you for coming for us. First of all, thank you for clicking view. Appreciate it. But if these people keep their children off of YouTube, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. No one needs to know where your children are if you don't constantly bring your children up on YouTube. It's not my place to mind my business. It's your place to mind your business because you're over here watching me taking time out of your busy day, your busy schedule, your busy life to make a dumbass comment trying to insult people while it's not. I don't need to mind anything but what I'm minding. Understand how that works? This is my platform where I do what I want to do, have the conversations that I want to have when I want to have them. But it doesn't matter. Thank you. Like I said, I thank you for that. Well, it's not. But don't sit up here and act like I'm probing into this person's life when this person came on YouTube bringing their kids up. Even at one point had his child on camera eating a bunch of candy and cookies and things was not where he exposed his child, where he put his child on social media was not whatever. And then when something goes wrong, you want me to mind my business. When something goes right, you want to promote it and talk about it and lift it up while it's not. But when things go wrong, I should mind my business. You can't have it both ways. Pick a struggle. Either you're going to keep your personal life private and off of YouTube, or you're going to sit up. See, I didn't get to the good point of the story yet because you want to be rude and interrupt my situation. So now I have to address these crazy ass comments, minding my business. Business and yours too. Thus far, which means if you put it on camera, well, it's not, I'm going to talk about it. If it's exposed on YouTube, YouTubers and content creators are going to talk about it. When you open yourself up to those type of conversations, don't get mad how they go. I'm not sitting up here saying anything that has not been exposed by him. If he wanted me to mind my own business, he should have put his business on YouTube. It is what it is. I'm not doxing anyone. I'm not looking this man's business up. I'm not trying to go out and find out, hey, baby, what's up? What store are you going to? Okay. Huh? Okay. Cool. See you in a bit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get mad because y'all choose to bring up what just happened right now was not, you know what I'm saying? But don't sit up here and act like I'm sitting here researching this man's business was not, and hey, Nixie Nix, act like it's my fault that he put his business online. And speaking of that, like I was saying before, I was so interrupted, was not. When Ms. D responded back to him, he assumed that Sean told her his business. So what he did was James Caldwell, decided to give a blow-by-blow, play-by-play breakdown of how ain't shit of a parent he is. Now, what he said is, when his oldest child, what James Caldwell said, when his older, Miss Patrice Cunningham, baby, I've been trying to contact you, sweetheart. Now, when I call you or text you, I need you to answer your phone, baby, and respond to me. I have something for you. Welcome, Miss Patrice Cunningham, baby. But yeah, so when he said that when his oldest child was 9 years old, started having problems. When he said when his 9-year-old child was too much to handle, he gave his 9-year-old child up. When he said when his 9-year-old child was giving too much, was said that he abused him, was not, he was walked out of his job and lost his job. That's what he said. Now, no one said anything about that. No one looked it up. People just asked questions. When someone asks you a question, you have a choice to either answer it or not answer it. Calm down, Danny. Don't ruin your appetite, baby. Of course, he wanted to make Sean a villain. But the thing is, like I said, he exposed himself. He told all of his business. He walked out of orientation. Okay, job orientation, whatever it was, he was walked out. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, just said, guilt will eat you up every time. So he exposed himself, and now it's commentary because guess what? It's on YouTube. He put it there. No one put it there but him. Only thing was done was people was asking questions, and now everyone say mind your business. No, if I would mind my business if you would put it out there, but I'm gonna talk about it like everybody else will talk about it. So he exposed himself saying that his 9-year-old, his oldest son at 9 years old, was taken out of his home. His oldest son is now 16, he said. So that has been like for 7 years he haven't had his oldest child. That's 7 years. Then he said that his youngest child, who is now 12, has been out of his home also when he turned 9, because at 9 years old, he started acting crazy as well. Well, not crazy. Started being showing behavioral problems as well. So that's been 3 years. So at least for the past 3 years, he haven't had any children in his home because they haven't been in his home. Of course, his oldest child has been adopted by someone else. So which means he's no longer a parent of that oldest child. And his youngest child that he adopted, once again, is with his biological father. About how he come to adopt his child, said that his cousin and the baby's fathers were addicted to drugs and was it was drug related why they couldn't take care of their children. Well, he had to step in and do that. and no one else in the family wanted to deal with those kids. Now, these are all things that he have said over the past several years, trying to express himself and tell his story. Lady Karen, oh my God, Lady Karen, no. What's up, Sean Bradley? How you doing? That's all I'm saying, Sean. Like I said, so while you're constantly saying that, you are, while you're thinking that, you know, you're trying to spray and read somebody else was not, you're spraying and reading yourself. And Eric Almighty, your question was, are we talking kids or puppies? I need to know. Well, we were talking about puppies initially when we were talking about VS. Now we're talking about kids. We're talking about James Caldwell. Did you just come into the room? You know, it's just something that needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. So yeah, Eric, we're talking about at first I was talking about VS delivering puppies on her counter. That was the first conversation I had. Then now we're talking about James Caldwell and his sorry. And his cousins basically, because now they're not his kids, they're his cousins because he don't have custody of them. Um, is what it is. So yeah. So when he started trying to spray and talk and say things that wasn't true, he started exposing himself, breaking down, foaming at the mouth. You know, women in these streets at the wind, blaming people for his own faults, trying to point out things at people was not that he had everything to do with and nothing to do with anyone else was not. As a parent, what you do as a parent is you roll with the tough times and the bad times with that. And the fact that he had these kids since they were basically one was a newborn and one was 18 months old is something that happened in that household that caused those kids to act the way they act. Because if you raise your children or if you raise kids was not or around kids was not long enough, whatever, kids, like I said before, really kids don't want to disappoint the people that they know that love them and care for them. Kids try their best to try to do things that is foaming at the mouth could be considered two things. I'm just saying depends on who was sleeping around him when he was foaming at the mouth. That's all I'm saying. You know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, exactly, Eric. It should be expected at 9 years old was not around that age was that the kids act up was not. But the fact that you can't handle it properly, or you can handle it in a way that another adult would handle it, or like in a respectful, positive way to try to guide them and work through the issues was not. He could have done counseling with the child to find out what's going on was not. He could have been doing all kinds of things to help these children work through the issues that they were working through was not. The same thing the nice lady that had the child since he was 9 years old till he was 16 years old did to have a good relationship with that child is the same thing that James could have done. And then the story was that, oh, well, the youngest one wanted to be with his family was not. That means that, what I'm saying, they didn't consider you family for whatever reason. It just is what it is. See, my thing is this right here. That whole thing right there, Lydia, where he said the kid's mom's name wasn't on the birth certificate. How in the hell do an 18-month-old child, a toddler, don't have their mom's name on their birth certificate? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. How is that possible? Debunk them, not expect people not to talk about them, and expect people not to, what I'm saying, prove that to be a lie. Okay, for 18 months, that doesn't even sound correct. That doesn't even sound logical. That doesn't even sound like it's something that, is actually possible. All I'm saying is people be very careful and be very wary when people start saying too much. When people start talking about certain things and saying certain things that wasn't asked of them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying. Well, he is a mother, honey. He is a mother. Mother of the house of treasure. That he is mother. Well, I was not the best child growing up, but I was more not a good child outside of the household. But in the household, I was cool. But outside the household, I gave those streets hell. I know that much. I gave those teachers hell. I gave that school hell. I gave my neighborhood hell. I was, yeah. But in the household, I tried to be nice. No, not mother. Mother, honey. Mother. He's mother, honey. That's what he is. But yeah, you know, so yeah, so he goes crazy, was not, has a nervous breakdown, foaming at the mouth, was not, threatening once again, I'll expose you, I'll expose you, I'll expose you. But y'all remember when he told me that he doesn't dox people? But didn't he dox Sean by exposing things about Sean that Sean wasn't ready to talk about? That's what doxing is. Isn't that the definition of doxing? But yet he tells me, oh, I don't do that, and you know that. No, I know that you hang around with people, well, it's not, that have fucked up ideas and ideologies, and birds of a feather flock together. And now we know that you was playing, what you call it, Sean, the long game, the long con. I'm just saying. The same age your father was when we started molesting you, Steve. That's all I was. The same age you were when you started sucking dick. The same age you were when you got your boom boom busted. That's how old I was. See, I love when a troll try to come over here and think that you're going to control something over here. You can't type as fast as I talk. Your message don't come across as well as my message does. Because I don't care what people do, how people do it was not. You can never be as witty in words as I can with my voice. You see how the inflections I use to tell a story, to craft a narrative? You see how I choose to go high and go low and then stop and pause and all those things was not? You don't write that way. You don't have the intellect to write that way in order for you to convey your message the way you think that you're trying to convey your message. So why would you try? Why would you try? Only to get skull drug for no reason, you nameless, faceless troll. And when did I start molesting little boys? When did that happen? So not only are you stupid and fucked up, you're slanderous as well. Hiding behind a troll page. Come on now. That's not even what I do. I don't even like people younger than me, period. You have to be at least 35 years old to ride this ride, sir. That's all I'm saying. What's up, Time Primetime TV, baby? How you doing? You have to be at least 35 years old to ride this ride. And that's anybody. I don't even like prepubescent men. Well, it's not. If a man has a little boy's body, it turns me off. You need to be at least my size or bigger to ride this ride. And I'm a big dude. I like men. See how that works? It doesn't work with me trying to call somebody something that's not true. I will address it though, because you're not going to just get away with some nonsense and bullshit. What's up, Lex? How you doing? The main one? Sheila, baby, you can ride, baby, anytime you want, sweetheart. You can ride whatever you want, baby. Ask your husband first, but you can ride whatever you want. But yeah, people kill me with that. Stupid ass people. And my thing is, you are protecting a child abuser. You are defending a child abuser. A self-proclaimed, self-admitted child abuser. That's what's so funny to me. Like people who want to come over here and say some dumb shit or not and to defend James Caldwell, you are defending someone who abused children. You are abusing some. You are defending someone who have admitted to beating children to the point to where the child has to go get reported. Well, it's not. And then because the child reported on you was not, you gave the child away. At what point are y'all not going to realize that? It says a lot about your character and who you are when you're defending someone who said yes. There is a charge against me, was not, regardless if it's true or not, the child felt that you abused him. It doesn't make you look good. It doesn't make you look like a hero. Oh, I had your back. I was 1 million over in Food Junkies chat because he said that you abused children, that you admitted to. What you should be asking yourself is, what is he not admitting to? I'm just saying. Y'all are so stupid and so dumbfounded about this person, your mother, who is an abuser of children. Come on now. Think about it. Was not, use your brain. Think critically. Have some discernment about yourself. Don't expose all your stupidity on YouTube and then expect me not to talk about it. Almost hold on, what I'm trying to say. Start it. Like, it's funny what's not how y'all think that, by well, you should be here to support Food Junkies, the Sims, because right now you're on Food Junkies channel. If you want to support James and Sean, you should go to James and Sean's channel. Now, my thing is this: I don't mind people supporting anyone in my chat was not, but you're not here on Food Junkies channel to support James and Sean. You should be on Food Junkie channel to support Food Junkie. It is what it is. Okay. But no, I'm saying you made a comment that you're here to support James and Sean. That's what you said. I'm going by what you read. Now, if you miswrote or whatever case may be, I'm just reading what you read. I only can read and talk about what's put out there. I don't try to go underneath the surface to what things are here on YouTube because that's important to me. I'm just being very clear that this channel is about me, not about Sean and or James. I may talk about them if they do something that is newsworthy and worth me talking about. But other than that, you should be here to support me. And thank you for your view once again. I appreciate it. No, I heard you say Leo was not point. The point is, his comments could be in support of James and Sean was not, but you're not here to support anyone. Because if that was the main purpose why people come here to think that I'm talking about them all the time was not, you all know this ain't what this channel is. I talk about whatever I want to talk about. But anyways, like I was saying, um, it is the fact that when you say too much was not about things that people really don't know and that really isn't out there was not, like I said, someone mentioned it, I just saw it scrolling through the comments, whatever. Someone said, I think that the reason why he um um I think the reason why he came out to what he did and he used what he used to come out was not because, like I said previously, whatever. If someone has something on you that you don't want to get out, was not, it's best to put it out there yourself first. And like I said, the people that he's rolling with, I think, had some information and would have spent the narrative in a way that was more damaging than what he thought that he could do. So it was get ahead of the story. So if it comes out, I can say I put it out there was not already. So that's why the day after he had his nervous breakdown on camera is when old girl from Virginia came out with her thing. Oh, I knew that already. I said it first. I had the information first. I had the information first. I said it first. It is just that when people have this information about you was not, something on you or something that you think that they have on you was not, you want to get ahead of that story. And I think that's what he did or tried to do was not knowing that he exposed himself and made him look worse than he already was looking. Because it seemed as though he was attacking for no reason. And now we only come up with questions to what it is that he was hiding from and what he was doing. Yeah. Okay, Miss Patrice, baby, I got you, sweetheart. I don't know what that conversation is right there. I didn't. That's not involving me. Eric, you said Steven wants some eggplant, baby. Well, you know, just that. Oh my god. See, y'all. Some things, y'all know I don't let. I mean, I address certain things once or twice, and I leave things alone. I don't sit here and argue here back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Maturish and loyalist. What's up, Mahogany baby? How you doing? Good morning to you. Steve's want my attention. Can't get it. I'm married. You just hear my husband a couple minutes ago saying he's going to the store. I'm married. No, he didn't sound remorseful at all, Eric. He didn't sound remorseful, nor was he embarrassed. So that's why he probably was embarrassed for him. People with like empathy and stuff like that, people would actually who are not narcissists will feel embarrassment and remorse for people who do certain things, and that's why you probably felt remorseful. I mean, sorry, I mean that's probably why you felt embarrassed for him. You know what I'm saying? I got you, baby, Miss Patrice. I got you, sweetheart. I'll call you when I get off of here. We'll talk. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like that, Miss Etta Harrell, baby. That name fits them. Spill it, boy, because you spilled it all. You spilled it all. You spilled it all. Spit it up, boy. Y'all so mean. And of course, the reason why he's gonna attack me because I allowed y'all to talk this way in my chat. Oh my God. That's his excuse. Well, you allowed people to talk about me in your chat. You allowed people to have a call in and talk about me, and you didn't defend me. Defend your fucking self. Exactly. Like I said, back to Queen's Mama Clemens. That's in your real life. Exactly. Hey, Nazy Way. How you doing? Welcome. Right, Lady Karen. But Miss Cunningham, none of them stands up on their own. Like they need groups to do whatever. Like I said, I don't agree with everything that goes on. Well, it's not that people do. But until I want to talk about it was not, I don't talk about it was not. I'm not just going to start coming in places defending people was not. That's not what I do. Everyone can fight for themselves. Everyone can do what they want to do. Everyone behave and go wherever they want to do and go. You know what I'm saying? My thing is that when I talk about certain things was nice because I feel that it's prevalent for me to talk about, and I have a conversation about it where that I think that is important to have, or funny to have, or entertaining to have. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm just not gonna talk about. As y'all know, I don't watch everybody. I don't listen to everybody. Well, it's not. I listen to something. Was if I find it interesting, what I do is I go will check it out. If I find and if it's not interesting, or it's not talked about. You know, I don't have the time and energy to sit here and talk about everybody else. What's up, Ron Russian? How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome. Good morning. You know, it just is what it is. You know, and the whole thing with Steve, I don't know what Steve said. I saw the one message from him last night. And everything else, I don't pay attention to. You know, and if they want to sit up here and act a fool and act stupid, was not, that's on them. Because I mean, after that one message I addressed, I tuned them out, and my moderators will handle it the way it needs to handle it. Right, Ms. Leo. This whole call in thing wasn't a problem until he you know what I'm saying, had the truth call in. What's up, Francois Love, baby? How you doing? Vesta G, how you doing? Oh, Nicole Tyler, you have two accounts, baby? Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. But yeah, yo, this is Mad Day Mondays for October 7th, 2019. We discussed a lot of different things, a lot of different topics, a lot of different people. Was that there was a lot going on. You know, I mean, I'm not going to be talking about the same old things, you know what I'm saying, that everyone else is talking about because we've already heard it already, was not. And I pretty much talked about it probably during the week anyway, whatever. This is basically what I just recap the week events or the previous week events, I should say, of what happened and what went down. Okay. Yeah, Miss Patrice, you know, baby, on this channel was not I do what I want to do. You know, people can like it, people can dislike it, they can do what they want to do, what's not. But the reality is, if people feel so, especially like if you feel so inclined to make comments on everybody's videos and go to everybody's videos and make comments, what's not, you should get your own channel because clearly you have a lot to say. Clearly you have a lot on your mind, and clearly you can, you know, say do whatever you want to do, what's not. But you know, when you come to people's channels, what's not, people's chats, whatever, just be respectful of that person. What's not, you know, so you don't have to like them or agree with everything they say. You know what I'm saying? And you think that you're gonna come here windmilling for someone else, was not, and then that's gonna, you know, be look good on your part. Okay, basically what you're gonna do is get cussed down, get your feelings hurt. I don't know who that is, was not, but you know, I don't even know what he did. Oh, she's Danny. Oh, she's Danny. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what y'all said earlier. Okay, okay, okay. On a good note. Yes, and on a good note, I have started the process of getting all of my materials together to start working on different things for Vegas. I thought I had my fabric, you know, that I was going to make my clothes with, um, but you know, y'all know I'm very simple as far as my, you know, thing. I'm not a person that likes to stand out because shit, hell, I stand out just walking into a room, so I think. But yeah, I think I have some fabric coming in the mail that I need to be waiting on to see what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, I am definitely getting stuff together so I can. I mean, I started creating and organizing my mask stuff for people. That's being worked on. Actually, wait and see how things look in person when I get it in the mail, so I can know what I want to do with it. But I hope you guys definitely be working on you guys things for Vegas. But one quick tip that I'm gonna give you guys for Vegas on this Mad Day Mondays, you know, ladies, if you plan on the mask that you wear or your covering or however you're gonna present your things, be very mindful of your makeup choices as well. I know a lot of ladies like to wear eyelashes and stuff like that. So if you wear a mask and stuff like that for the masquerade, be very mindful of how the mask you use or the makeup you apply
your lashes and stuff like that. Make sure that everything works well together because you may not want to wear your mask all evening long. So make sure that that whatever mask you choose or whatever mask you pick can easily be taken off without messing up your makeup underneath it. And make sure that your lashes, if you choose to wear falsies, make sure that those don't interfere with the eye hole of your mask as well. Make sure the eye hole is big enough for you to actually comfortably see and blink with your mask on. There's a couple little tips that I want to give you about your mask. What's not, but I'm going to do a whole video about that as well. But I just wanted to mention that just now as well. Here's your first fitting. Okay, that's what's up. That is what's up. I'm making my garment Sheila E for the Wakanda night, and I may make just some lounging around and some street walking clothes as well. I may. It all depends on how I feel between now and then, and how much work I have to do. Mm. Nicole, thank you, baby. But guess what? It was no competition to begin with. My stuff is not dated. My stuff is not delayed. My stuff has never been denied. So how can you don't compete? You don't compete when you don't compare to people. What's not? What he does has nothing to do with me. What he does is, yeah, is what he does. You know, I don't compete with people that I don't compare with. You know, my stuff. What I do is fashion forward, fashionable, and classic all at the same time. Never dated. Like you can do a outfit and a garment was not that has a classic look to it, but it depends on how you put it together. It makes it something more innovative was not, and how you choose to construct the garment. But you know, when you, I'll be quiet. I was gonna be shady. Maybe this ain't about the shady part. Well, this is Mad Day. My day shit. But when you are self-taught, you know what I'm saying? It's different than being actually educated on certain things. And I, of course, oh, I have an associate degree in this. Okay, yeah, okay, okay, that's cute for what it is. That's cute. But yeah, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Very much so, Nicole. My stuff is very much now and future. It's not something that was done, you know what I'm saying, when you first started out, you know what I'm saying, dressing in women's clothes. It is what it is. You know. Well, I can dress RuPaul, but I would never dress in drag. I'm sorry. That's just not what I do. But, you know, RuPaul would definitely wear my clothes if I chose to send him something. What's up, Miss S. Hutchison, baby? How you doing? Welcome, sweetheart. It's just it just looks drab. It looks drab. It looks very dated. It looks like it's not fresh. It's not new. It's not exciting. You know what I'm saying? But that's just I never thought his stuff was, you know what I'm saying, amazing. It's probably constructed well, but you know, it's not fashion forward. It just never is. It just never is. Like even the purple done differently to bring out the shape of the body more. You know what I'm saying? It could have been cinched in at the waist a little bit more. It could have been a little layered or something was not where there's some sheer some stuff showing was not. It could be just it's just been done differently. I think it's fabric choices that I think it's fabric choices that kind of dates his stuff. It's fabric choices. But when you buy clearance fabric, well, it's not, you know, it looks like clearance fabric, regardless of what you do to it. Mm. Okay, on site. I can see you. I hear what you're saying. But yeah, like, but when you buying clearance fabrics or buying stuff that is you say is expensive, but like I don't know. Like y'all know, like some things, whatever you can buy, what else not, that was cost a lot of money, whatever. But how you put it together makes it look cheap, and some things that you buy that's not expensive, or it's not the way you put it together makes it look expensive. I think that's one of the issues. Well, yeah, he did put me on. He did put me on when I first, saying, he was the one who got me to show at New York Fashion Week. So that will put me on. You know what I'm saying? That will put me on. He got me noticed by Ted Montana's Grill. That will put me on. That will put me on. You're right. You're right. It was nothing that I did. It was nothing that I did. It was nothing that I did. But yeah, I mean, it's just that, like I said, to each his own. If that works for you, it works for you. But clearly, it doesn't work for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? That you trying to go where you need to go. But yeah, it's about fabric choices. What I do, as I said, I didn't do anything, baby. I didn't do anything. What's up, Paulette, baby? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's just that you need to be very mindful about the fabric choices you use, the styling you do, the silhouettes that you use, the whole one shoulder thing. Yeah. What's up, Mimi? How you doing? The one shoulder thing, that is a classic silhouette of theirs. You don't have the right shoulders for that, sir. You don't have the right shoulders for that. I mean, I'm just saying, as a stylist, as a designer, as someone who like dressing the woman's body or the feminine body was not, you don't have the shoulders to be having shoulderless anything. You're too broad across the chest area. You need to slim that down a little bit more. Taking that waist a little bit more. Does he wear a cincher? Maybe, Nicole, you could let him borrow one of your waist trainers. You know what? Oh, I know how I can do. Shit, what am I doing? Playing with you. Let me get on this motherfucker right quick. Y'all give me 1 second, y'all. I'm doing something right quick. I'm being. Let me get here. Mm-mm-mm. Let me get there. Turn this down. What's that? What's that? Bam. There, right there. And yeah, you're done. Bye, Steve. Ooh, and you're a white boy too? You better calm your bitch ass down. Bye, Steve. You have a great day. Enjoy watching From the Bushes, baby. You're doing too much. You just want attention. Like now you just attention seeking for no reason. What is this? Who's this? Babe Nation's drunk as white neighbor Becky. Good morning. Keeping my eye on you. Keeping my eye on you. I'm full of Tracy. No, he has a big man's belly. Yeah, you're right, a big man's belly. A big man's belly. I mean, but yeah, like maybe you could let him borrow one of your waist trainers. Make it happen. Make it happen. Just cinch it in a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I do make corsets as well, so maybe I should make him a corset. But do but no, but the thing is, not everybody should be able to sew as such a sense. So you shouldn't be embarrassed, baby. You shouldn't be embarrassed at all. The grand dame of YouTube. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, figure eight, baby, how you doing? Here, break your waist trainer, Nicole. Say here, break your waist trainer. full of gas. Well, you know, I mean, probably impacted. You know, probably impacted. You know, probably impacted. That's Hutchinson. You are beautiful, baby. You remind me of my aunt. You really do. That's why I like you so much. You remind me of my aunt. Y'all had the same type of cuss a bitch out type of attitude. I love that shit. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. You know. But yeah, but like I mean, I'm just saying, you know, it is very much so a matter of taste when you are a designer and when you are someone who proclaim to be a designer. It's a matter of taste. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a costume eye opposed to you know, having the eye of, you know, creating fashion that people can wear on the street. Now, if you could translate a costume into wearable fashion or wearable garments, well, it's not. That's one thing. But when everything that you present is, you know, costume for a performance, it takes on a different meaning. It takes on a different situation. It just is what it is. Style, right, just not. He just sews. You're right. You know, it is what it is. No, the thing is, the Sims, everything I do is not high fashion. I, I'm gonna do out of the closet. I'm gonna do out of I'm gonna do out of the closet today, just to show you guys that not everything that I do is high fashion, but it's still something that can be worn properly and something that can be done properly. You know, because you can always be high fashion, but you can always be fashionable. You can always have style and taste with that. Even if you, I'm gonna show you guys today an office attire outfit, and I'm also like a club outfit. Well, it's not. So it always don't have to be high fashion, but it still have to be fashionable. Well, I did that with my straw dress. If you go onto my community page, there's a straw dress that I have one of my models that wears my clothes wear. That was basically that colorful dress is made out of paper straws that I had the hand cut, hand dye, hand sew onto a dress that I made. So it's kind of like this flapper shingle type dress. But those are all paper straws. So everything don't have to be fashionable. I mean, high fashion was not, but well, yeah, he's more of a seamstress than a designer, but he says he's a designer, so I have to go by what you tell me. Be shady as such and say, you know, this is Mad Day Mondays, baby, where everything comes out. Nicole, you are so shady, baby. You are so shady. Come in and kick the dough down. What are you saying? You can't take anyone seriously who makes their own V-neck tops. Figure eight. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is the male equivalent to a seamstress? What's up, Blue? Exactly, well, exactly. They both have high end clothes, but one is theatrical, one is just ready to wear, and that's the difference. Thank you, Sheila E. And I'm working on your mask, sweetheart. I'm waiting on something because the mask you picked is that one that I have to order as well. So I'm waiting on that to come in. But I got everything else to do it. and thank you for giving me full control of the look. Because I think, like I said, the mask that you want and how you want it, it would have been too flat if we just went with that one basic concept. But the fact that you give me the option to add a little bit more glitz and glam to it was not. I'm sure you're gonna like it. And of course, I'm gonna send you the color scheme and the schematics of it before I started to make sure that you really do enjoy what it is that I'm gonna do for you. See, as a client, when you have clients, what's that you're working with, although it's your interpretation and your concept and your vision that you want to put out there for them, but you want to put that out there after having some consultation with your clients and making sure that they're happy with what you're doing. And if you're doing like a specialty project like the mask that I'm doing for certain people here on YouTube for the masquerade, you want to make sure that your vision is translated to what they actually say that they want and how they actually want it to be. You just can't go out there doing what you want to do. You have to actually be, open to interpretation. What's up, McTweet? How you doing, baby? Welcome. There's some fashions come to a store near you. Nicole, you are a mess. I have several videos on my channel, just that where I give you options of different things that you may want. I have options. There are like I think 3 or 4 videos where I give you options of different masks that you can choose from, and then based on our consultations, well, it's not. That's when we come up to what we're going to do with the mask. Because there are actual like lace type masks that I'm going to embellish and stuff like that with beads and things like that. And there's also like full masks as well that I can work with as well. Thank you, Ms. Leo. Exactly, Chile. And we're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have that. We are not gonna have that at all. It's gonna be multi-dimensional. It's gonna be able to catch light the way it needs to catch light and everything. That's the whole point doing it. Yes, Lady Karen. Just there's. I have to. I may have to repost the videos, what's not, or just let you guys know what videos to go to find it. But they're on my channel. They're definitely on my channel. I make so many videos now. Okay, okay, okay. Actually, I was invited to the grand opening. It was this weekend. I was invited to that, and I just had to work, so I couldn't go. But I got a really nice compliment. They were like, "Oh, you look like you belong over here, so you should go over there with me." Was not no. Just tell him about me. Was not. He'll find out who I am. He'll find out who I am. You know. But yeah, there's a lot going on this weekend, y'all. Like I said, there's a lot going on this week, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you guys want to have a conversation and order a match for me, already as well, for her and Josh, Miss D will discuss that when she comes down here to get fitted for her gown. Because, I helped her pick out her fabric for her gown, and her embellishments was that. Also helped um, well, I gave her some ideas of the gown that she actually liked. Those the gowns that she did gave you guys options of. No, let me correct something because Miss D, I had to let her know when she did this was not. I'm like, Miss D, you offended me because all the sketches I gave you, all of the quick sketches I gave you, all those were for the ball gown. Some of those was for your Wakanda night outfit ideas, just in case you want to get that made as well. So not every picture that y'all saw was for the masquerade. Some of those pictures were for an idea that I thought would be different for her Wakanda night outfit as well. But I put her in contact with my mentor who taught me to sew, the young lady that was on Project Runway, to help her come up with her idea of her gown because I think that doing that would have been too much work for me to do right now because I work all the time and I do my own things as well. So plus I'm doing masses like that. So I don't want to be overwhelmed. So I put her in contact with my mentor, the young lady that was on Project Runway this season. So she will have a celebrity designer design her dress for the masquerade. The color is beautiful. The style I think is gonna be beautiful. Um, and I'll show you how it should actually look. Um, what's this? The Shadows. Hey, the Shadows, welcome first of all. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Well, I'll be showing DIYs. When I get some nice editing software, I will definitely be trying to do that. What's up, DMV? How you doing, baby? I would definitely be doing that. But basically, I may be just doing a couple things live. What's not just probably like some pattern making, some cutting. What's not, you guys stuff like that. Just some simple stuff. I'll be doing that live just to show you guys. You know, what I'm saying my process because everybody's process is different. And not only do I design, I can also sketch. I also drape. I also create my own patterns and stuff like that. So I may be showing you little stuff like that, but I'm doing like one or two more art projects because I'm working on something right now that I think is really fun on a little art project that I'm using hot glue and canvas and paint. Well, it's nice. So I'm doing that right now. I'm working on that, and once I finish that, I'll be able to clean up my area so I can start laying out fabric and patterns and stuff and show you guys little things like that about my process when I start designing stuff. Cause you know it's always a process, and everyone has their own process. You know, a real fashion designer in club chat. What's up, Diamond Princess baby? How you doing? Welcome, Miss Black. How you doing? Welcome. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be real cute. The OSB Studios. Let me write that down. See, I forgot it already. Y'all know I don't have no sense. OSB Studios. Okay, write that down. Thank you. That was just. Oh, thank you, the main one, baby. I appreciate it. Oh, you guys. Oh, speaking of art, y'all know I'm not money. I'll talk about anything. Um, the last thing that I posted, stitches in time. That right there, everything that you guys said was so true. I see all that in it. But like if you can take a sound wave and actually see it, to me, that's what that kind of reminds me of. And to me, that's like a stitch in time, kind of almost like a still shot of that. Just like a moment. Like if you look at the whole spectrum, saying rip and a screenshot of that. So that's how I came up with that name. You know what I'm saying? Encompasses not only movement but stagnation as well. And I think that kind of does that for me. And that's what the idea that I got with that when I was creating that piece. I was just thinking about movement and staying still and that one moment. You know what I'm saying? Like that break in that whole spectrum of time, stuff like that. So that's why I came up with that thing. Do a playlist, you said, at Hutchinson? Thank you, Ash. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I think it was good. Like, and I like. I think when you're using dark colors like blues and blacks and greens, like that to me, it brings like a different mood to a painting. You know what I'm saying? It brings a different mood, and I like stuff that brings out emotion, stuff like that. Get him, Miss Leo. Yo, if y'all don't know, Miss Leo is gangster. That's why I have her on my team. She is gangster. She don't play that shit. And also a good tip, ladies, was not for your masquerade garments. I think, has a good idea of what she's gonna do, and I'm gonna help her put everything all together based on because she's told me the idea that she has for her dress already, and the color of that dress was that, and the color of her mask like that. So I'm gonna. She asked me to also help her pull the whole look together, which I don't mind doing for you, Miss Shirley, because I'll definitely help you with that. But a good idea is that if you get a not a like get a basic silhouette type dress was not, and you can jazz it up with your accessories and with your mask. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want like I know people thinking of masquerade was not as a full ball gown was not whatever. You don't want a hoop skirt in Vegas. You have to think about, you know what I'm saying, different things such as the climate, the environment, the weather, the temperature, and things that like that. So you want it to be sleek and elegant at the same time incorporating who you are as your and your personality was not. But you can buy a somewhat, you know what I'm saying, simple silhouette gown was not and use your adornments to jazz it up. Because you don't want to look like you're playing your Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the thing is, yeah, the thing is, a masquerade is just that. It's your personality was not, and you bring it out within your garment. I mean, within your garments was not. It doesn't always have to be this full, long mermaid dress with a long train and a big hoop skirt and all this other stuff was not. All you can do is, you know what I'm saying, do what you need to do. You going to share, Lady Karen? That'd be cute. That would definitely be cute. And as such a thing, baby, that is exactly that is exactly what is about. You when you go to Vegas, if you go to Vegas or not, you do what you want to do, not what you think you have to do. You need a machine gun with yours, Miss Patrice. What you need a machine gun, baby, to chop these motherfuckers up. Maybe a club check giveaway. Some of your hmm, okay, that'd be cute. I mean, I was planning on doing something, but I still need to talk to Sean to see if he wouldn't mind if I did that or not. Was not. I just can't be doing what I want to do because this is his event. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do a little something for people that comes, but your Lizzo status. Oh, hold on, I didn't see that. She said she's gonna donate. You gonna donate your dress after you finish with it, or you said that'd be great. Like yeah, like a lot of stuff that I wear once or I can't wear again because I don't want to see it again. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't like it because I definitely donated to I have a lot of suits that I don't wear anymore. I donated to the program that allow young men to have suits for either job interviews or for their special occasions, stuff like that, like high school suits, stuff like that. It's really fulfilling. Yeah, I definitely don't like, what I'm saying, just having stuff wasted and not really using things, stuff like that. Just like being an active participant in, society. She gonna have a long trench coat, have a long black trench coat with that dress. But yeah, you guys, I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me. I want to thank you guys so much for enjoying and being an active participant respectfully in this chat. Because, like I said, I don't mind people having a difference of opinion, what's not, but it's about how you voice that opinion, you know what I'm saying, and do it in a respectful way. It's about, what I'm saying, being open and honest on other people's ideas and things of that nature. Was not everyone's going to get along. Not everyone is going to agree with everything that I say because I know I'm not for everyone, and nor do I try to be. Because I really don't. I'm saying I'm going to be myself. Either you like me or you don't. But I'm not going to sit up here and try to placate people or coddle adults. You know what I'm saying? Because this is an adult situation, was not. And if you don't like something that I say, that's fine. You're welcome to that opinion about it. But at the same time, you're not going to change my opinion. You're not going to change what I say or what I do or how I do it because you don't affect me in real life. Oh, thank you, my two sisters. I try to be, saying, silly. Life is too short to be serious all the time. Exactly. They always have something that you can help out and donate to. Exactly. Agree to disagree respectfully. And my thing is, I think that's what separates a lot of people from other people, whatever. Because if you can have a disagreement with someone or a difference of opinion without taking it personal, without try to destroy somebody, was not because you don't like what they said about you. It's not even if it's in joke. Because all this stuff we talk about really is in joke, is in jest. Because really, the reality is, of the millions of people here on YouTube, how many of us are actually going to sit here and meet and talk and communicate and with each other? Very few. It's a very select, a very small handful that's going to do that. Was not based on the amount of people who is out there. So what do you get when you try to dox someone? What does that fulfill for you? Because you think that you run someone's life. To me, it's like my best have a good day, baby. For me, it's like if you're in a restaurant, whatever, and the server makes a mistake, and you as the patron has this attitude that, oh, I want to get you fired because you made a mistake. What does that get out of you? Like what does that get you? Does that get you some type of satisfaction that you got someone to lose their job, that you got someone in trouble? Was not. Then once you leave the restaurant, was not, you're never going to see the person ever again. Period. Or you know what I'm saying? Like it's an experience that didn't go your way. You know what I'm saying? Leave, but what does it get you to try to ruin someone or hurt someone that you felt, besmudged your name or besmudged your experience? It's one experience out of your lifetime, or it's not, and then that what causes a cycle of karma of bad things happening to you. Why you wonder why you don't get the promotion? Why you wonder why you don't get that job? Why you wonder why you don't get, whatever it is that you think that you are deserving of? It's called karma because you did some bad shit back in the day, or you did some shit that is not right. Ooh, that would be nice. As Hutchinson, that would be nice. That would be nice. And yeah, it's just that I don't understand, like, the purpose of doxing someone, the purpose of looking up someone's personal information was not the person of trying to expose someone, whatever. It makes no sense to me because what do you get out of that? If it does happen, what do you get out of it? Nothing. Because like the whole thing with the restaurant, if I don't see you ever again, it does not any good for me to do. Thank you, Sheila E. Baby. I enjoy doing it. Vesha, you so silly. Shut up. You are so silly. You are so silly. The thing is, with that, there are people out there of all different sizes and shapes. So I'm pretty sure you're not the only person in your size and shape that, especially someone who may need something that's beautiful, you know what I'm saying, in their size and shape. That ass is probably fluffy though. That ass is probably fluffy. That's all I'm saying. I know Miss Patrice. I know that's internet grandbaby, but them titties are fluffy. Them titties are fluffy. I know that much. So y'all just dress your body shape. Dress your body shape, accentuate what it is. But you guys, like I always say, well, it's not everything I say is not for you to ingest 100% and to take in its totality. Eat the meat and spit out the bones. Take in what nourishes you, what makes you stronger, what makes you happy, what makes you a better individual, and discard the rest. Not everything that is said and done on these YouTube streets is meant for you to take in its totality. So eat the meat and spit out the bones. Take in what nourishes you and discard the rest. As I always say, you guys, love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and respect someone else. Miss Patrice, I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off this live, so please expect my phone call, baby. I got your number. You guys, I love you guys. I love you guys for joining me on this Mad Day Monday. I love you guys for being here with me. I'll be doing Out of a Closet like I promised you guys later on today. So please keep that in mind as well. Um, yeah, you guys, thank you so much for being here. It's your boy Food Junkie. And I'm out. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.